Mikey! Oh my god! Mikey, where are you? Sleeping until noon again? Wake up! I need your help. It's very important.
What happened, JJ? I fell asleep very late. That's why I sleep so long.
Take everything you need from your chest. I will also borrow some from you. This is very important, Mikey. I think our village is in danger and we must protect the inhabitants of this village at all costs.
Danger? What is the danger? JJ, are you crazy? Who needs this village?
Look yourself. Near the house there is a bunch of guards who attack anyone who approaches this house.
I see. Let's hide in the bushes so as not to attract too much attention.
Mikey! They shoot at me! They notice us. We urgently need to leave here and prepare for the assault.
Urgently run to our house and hide! What are these guards anyway? What are they guarding? What is in this house?
Not so long ago, some strange person settled in this house. I rarely saw him, but one day I noticed him in a medical coat and thought he was just a doctor. But then the villagers began to disappear and this crowd of guards settled near the house. Mikey, maybe I'm paranoid, but I think that he is experimenting on the inhabitants of this village, and in his house is his laboratory.
Okay, I believe you. Let's go to the armory and prepare for the assault. Something is really going on in this house. Take a weapon with a silencer. I don't want the villagers to hear and panic.
Great idea! Let's do everything quietly. Judging by the fact that this doctor moved here recently, I do not think that he managed to build a huge laboratory during this time. So let's deal with the guards, find this doctor, and take a look at what he's doing in this laboratory. And if there are any residents left, we'll free them.
You know, JJ, I would never have believed your story. I would have thought you were crazy, but since they started shooting at us only because we passed by, there is no doubt there is clearly something wrong there, and if we do not solve this problem, then no one will solve it.
Let's go around these houses across the river and go from the side of the backyard of the house. In appearance, our weapons look more powerful, so we have an advantage.
I think this distance is enough to accurately hit the target. Let me take the left and you take the right. About 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good muffler. The rest of the guards didn't even notice the fact that we had already exchanged fire with them.
We dealt with those who were standing on the balcony, but some of those who were patrolling there went around the corner. We have to deal with those on the roof. Do not forget that last time there were a lot of them from the side of the entrance. It's just that now they went over the hill and we don't see them.
And here are those about whom you spoke. One came out from around the corner of the house, and the second on the roof. Apparently, there are not many of them left. We figured out almost all of them.
Great. The last one was on the roof, although no. I see someone near the entrance. This one was the last one. It seems like everyone was sorted out.
Mikey, just look. We defeated all his guards, and he sleeps as if nothing had happened.
I also do not hear panic from the residents. We worked very well and quietly. Although perhaps the doctor just drank some of his potion to make it easier to fall asleep.
Let's go through the backyard. Maybe we can sneak into his lab without anyone noticing.
Indeed, it is better to pass unnoticed. Perhaps he did nothing illegal, but we are simply stupid.
Better not wake him up.
There is a combination lock. Should I look for clues or maybe interrogate him?
For now, let's try to guess without it. I tried different combinations. Do you happen to know his date of birth? Perhaps it is worth looking at the facade of the house, because inside I do not see anything that will help us.
It won't help us if you break his fence. But it seems to me that the piece of land in the corner is different from the others. It looks dug up. It needs to be dug up.
You're right. There really is a note. It contains the code. Let's try to enter it. Here you go. Remember it too. Here. Save the note. Try to remember or just save this note. Perhaps there will be more than one combination lock. I'll try to log in right now. Okay, the door is open.
9, 5, 1, 2. I can't promise I'll remember, but I'll try. Well, let's see what this door is fraught with.
So far, I can see that she is hiding a few traps at the entrance. Be careful. I don't think this is the last trap in this lab.
I can hardly break them. I think it's better to leave everything as it was. Lava River, you have to be careful not to fall into it.
The coin burned out in a second. The same fate awaits us if we fall there. but going through the lava is not difficult.
What did you step on? There are poison thorns. You need to drink milk so that the poisoning passes.
Yes, I've thought of that too. Some kind of research room, a bunch of some kind of pumpkins, alchemical devices. Some tables with books and potions. Maybe he is not a doctor at all, but a sorcerer?
I don't know. There are a lot of strange things in here. Why is there a toilet? Apparently, the doctor was so passionate about his work that he could not tear himself away even to go to the toilet.
Some kind of children's room. It's scary to imagine what happened here. Mikey! I failed somewhere!
It is a trap! There are a bunch of pressure plates that activate dispensers with some kind of potion.
How did we not pay attention to this and get caught? What will happen to us? What is this potion?
Thank you for participating in my experiment to turn a human into an iron golem. I simply did not have enough test subjects, and then the test rats themselves fell into a trap. I will tell you honestly, I do not know what side effects await you. This is the first time I am conducting this experiment. You can't break the glass. It's too thick to be pierced even by an iron golem.
Oh, you rascal! Come back and explain everything to us and turn it back into people. You will pay for what you did to us and to the inhabitants of this village. If you think that you can do your atrocities with impunity, then you are mistaken.
Calm down, Mikey. Although he is a scientist, he did not take into account one detail, that the golem is many times stronger than an ordinary person. And since the laboratory was apparently built instead of an abandoned bunker, I didn't take into account the fact that there are many weak points in its walls, one of which I found.
JJ, you are a genius. I would have hardly thought of it before. I suppose where we are now digging was an old mine shaft. There is very little space in the mine for a golem. It was intended for an ordinary person, so we need to dig more blocks in order to dig our way.
There are a couple of guards in the mine. Apparently, the doctor noticed that we had run away and sent people here. But this will not help him. With the strength of the golem, I calmly break the stone like a pickaxe, so we will not have any difficulties with the guards.
The only thing I don't like is that we're too big to get through this shaft. Although we are strong, we break the stone for a long time. I'm also uncomfortable and I'm very slow.
Take this. I see you don't have blocks. It's faster to rise like that than to dig this stone for a long time.
Yes, thank you. Now I will try to get up quickly and go to the doctor. With that kind of force, we can tear down his house with our bare hands. Have you dealt with all the guards yet? Perfect! As far as I remember, I even took some dynamite with me. You can just blow up his house.
I think I have some dynamite too. Listen, why do we always blow things up at the end?
And is it all bad?
Well, I don't even know. It's certainly fun. But what if we're just psychopaths who like to blow things up?
Come on, everyone loves to blow up. Do not fill your head with unnecessary thoughts. Make his house with dynamite. The doctor definitely deserved to have his house blown up.
You're probably right. We'll burn down his house first, and then we'll leave it all with dynamite. I hope he went back to sleep.
Good night, rascal. Tonight is the last night of your life. Great, it exploded beautifully. So we taught the doctor a lesson. Now the village is safe.